Okay, good win against, a really good team. As evidence, they shot 47%. I thought, we turned them over, got some points off turnovers. I thought we rebounded the ball really well, got some points off some O-boards. I just thought, for the most part, our tempo was good all day. Clearly got to the free throw line a lot. And I'm proud of this group because, we had Elise out from the last game. We're just not healthy. And we had to spend 2 days kind of not really reinventing the wheel, but learning how to play with 4 guards. And like some kids had to play a lot of minutes that it was a great opportunity for them, and they stepped up. So, in the face of adversity, I thought we just kept our eye on the prize, understood what we had to do, and, did it really, really well today. So good win against a team that's going to win a lot of games. So we'll take it and roll on.
Yeah, you talked about that adversity and having those 2 girls out tonight. Is there any update on Alex or Elise so far?
Yeah, Elise is trending and getting better. You just got to give that time. Alex is, I think she's progressing. She's going to be back. It's just kind of a pain tolerance deal. But there's going to be a little bit of time involved. So, as a coach, and even the players, we all want her back, but you just got to be patient, and know that it's coming, and but in the meantime, like, we got a job, got to go, and we got kids that can do it, as evidenced by today, it was good stuff.
Yeah, coming into the game, 3 of the last 4 dropped. What do you think you guys have learned through this stretch as a team and kind of come together to get this one tonight?
I was talking about, Allie and I were talking about this a couple days ago in the office. We played 5 straight games against teams in the top 83 in the net. So the net came out a couple days ago, the first one. We had played 5 straight against the top 83, and we're 2-3. But more importantly than maybe the record, we wanted to be 5-0. I think we were a few possessions away from maybe being 5-0, 4-1, 3-2, whatever. How did you play in those? Was really, for me, what you look at, and so the way we competed and the way we belonged and the way that was all good stuff, right? All but one of those was without Alex. And you got to keep reminding yourself, man, when we have all the bullets in our gun, it's good. And I think it's easy sometimes as players, none of these kids are used to losing 2 games in a row or 3 out of 4, whatever. You just got to be able to step back and put it in perspective sometimes. And do we want to win them all? Absolutely. Do we try to win them all? There's no doubt. But are we playing the way we want to, and are we continuing to get better? And I think that stretch of games is only going to make us better as long as we keep it in perspective. I thought the kids did a great job after that South Dakota State game of just understanding we got 2 days, we got to get ready for Davidson. And I thought, we did exactly that. We prepared really, really well, and I think it showed today.
Yeah, Allie, after the South Dakota State game in the presser, you guys were visibly upset. It's a tough one to drop. What's that locker room like after a win like this, coming off of 2 straight that you guys feel like might have slipped away?
Yeah, it's been all positive talk. We knew what we had to do, and we kind of had to put our feelings aside and just get straight into it, and kind of like what he said, this group isn't really used to losing 2 in a row like that, especially to teams that we play that are good. But we just kind of put our head down and just started grinding.
Yeah, for both players, what's it like for you guys playing in front of that crowd? All those kids, they were loud all game. Just kind of what's that energy like for you guys?
I think it's fun, but sometimes it's hard to hear, but which is a really good thing. Overall I think it's fun, and it makes me happy knowing that they're having fun and we're creating a great experience for them.
Yeah, no, I would say it's exciting. I mean, you never know who's kind of sitting in that chair and seeing one of us play, and maybe taking that as like an opportunity to want to play basketball. They're kind of on the fence or anything like that. I feel like I kind of look at that as that game as one of those type of things, and hopefully like they see one of us out there and we influence them and just continue on becoming basketball players.
Yeah, Brady, bigs were strong again today, like they have been the last few games. How important is that going to be for you guys going into Ohio State and then conference?
Well, yeah, I mean, with the next opponent, yeah, we're going to have to be that. There's no doubt. But, yeah, you know, it's part of the identity, I think, that this team has built. You look at pretty consistently points in the paint being a strong thing. Today, rebounding was over the top good. You know, we've got to do those things regardless of who we play for us to be successful. And, you know, when we can shoot the ball at a 40% clip from the three-point line, and we can have the paint stuff, the rebounding, the free throws, and you know, the points at the rim, I think that's when we're playing at our best. And we had glimpses of that today. There's no doubt. And so, you know, the challenge now is, you know, to take tomorrow off and then get in there on Saturday and figure out a way to do it more consistently against maybe the best team we played all year in Ohio State on their court. So but you know, like, man, if you can't get excited about the stretch of games we've played and the level we're being expected to play at, then like, I don't know, like, you ain't real, not for this level, you know. So I think our kids will, you know, they understand who Ohio State is, and they understand the opportunity, and they're really good, and I think we are too.
Yeah, for Brady, for you again, the bench was a little more productive tonight.
Yeah.
MJ had a lot of points off the bench. How important is that also going to be for you guys?
Well, I think it's really important for them. You know, it's important for them to play extended minutes in a heated game, not just at the end of the game, and you know, and to really like function, exist, and do well. And I thought, you know, Zuri and MJ and Haley and Grace, and I think those guys played like it was business as usual. You know, I thought they functioned really, really well, and you know, I thought Haley gave us a great spurt, a lot of energy, a lot of toughness, and you know, she needed that, and we needed it, and so there's a lot to be said about the way our bench played today, and like I said, in adversity, when you got some kids out, you're not healthy, you got to have a bench that can step up, and we certainly did today.
Yeah, for the players, we've talked about it before, Allie, I know Marie's extremely gritty player, not always putting up the most points, but her presence in the paint, the steals, blocks, all of that. What does that kind of do for your guys' mentality as a team?
Yeah, I mean, I think she knows her role and she plays it so well. I mean, I think overall it just brings a sense of like confidence for us because we know she's going to come every game and do her role. But she's a huge part of our team and we wouldn't be where we are without her. So, yeah, she just brings a lot to the team and it feels like she helps her confidence for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think her basketball IQ has leveled up a lot this year, and I think also like she's been coming off of 2 games, so they kind of feel like they really keyed on her, allowed us to play and play our game. And then when she did make the right read, she obviously had a bucket and was going up for the shot, got fouled and everything. So I mean, she's all around like hustle player. So and that's awesome to play with, especially when you're around everyone else. Like you always want someone that's always trying to hustle and give it their all.
Yeah, Allie, last one for you. Back in my middle school playing days, I was not the best three-point shooter. I was wondering what that feeling is like where you put it up and you feel like you kind of just can't miss.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I had one game last year against Central Michigan, and it kind of almost felt exactly like that. And I mean, I'm just kind of grateful that it went into today. I feel like I've been kind of off recently, so I mean, just being able to have that back, and that makes my confidence more or higher, so or better, I guess you could say. But yeah,
It was every night for me.
Yeah.